Welcome to Whiteboard Wednesday. Today's Whiteboard Wednesday is on exchange with delayed completions. So following on from last week, Tristan left a comment in the section below and asked a question on exchange with delayed completions with a remortgage on day one. I'm not 100% sure, Tristan, on what you were kind of structure you were hinting to there. So you might want to leave a comment below with further details, and I'll if I get a chance, I'll come back to you on how I would structure it. But an exchange with delayed completion, let's cover that on this video and some of the fors and against for it and what an exchange with delayed completion is. So exchange with delayed completion is usually one tier up from a lease option. So a lease option, as you know, is the right to buy but not the obligation. So you don't have to buy a lease option, you can walk away from it. So they're really flexible, and that's why people like them. If a seller says to you they want to do a lease option, but they categorically will not let you do it unless you actually guarantee to buy it, then you can upgrade it to an exchange with delayed completion. You must be careful if you do that because of these things here. So you've got stamp duty payable because the contracts are exchanged from day one, extra legal costs, because you might choose to do your searches at this stage, because if you do a normal lease option, it's common not to do your searches because you're not actually buying it at that stage, you're just leasing it, and when you come to buy it, you'll probably do the extra searches. So with an exchange with delayed completion, you want to make sure you do those searches because you're committing to buying it. So it's a big commitment. With an exchange with delayed completion, we don't do that many of them for obvious reasons, because you need to make sure if you're going to buy it and commit to buying it, it's a really good deal and you're 100% want to buy it, because some lease options might not be 100%, they might make good cash flow and you're just hoping capital growth takes hold at some stage on that property. Because as well, each deal's different. If a lease option was in negative equity, I certainly wouldn't want to do an exchange with delayed completion on it because you just don't know that value is going to go up. If you're going to put a lot of money into a deal, like a lease option, some people come across lease options and want to put a lot of money into them through refurbishment and whatnot, you might want to do an exchange with delayed completion because it becomes more secure. You've already exchanged purchase contracts. You are buying that property. Now, if you don't buy it, you can get sued by the owner for losses. So make sure if you do an exchange with delayed completion, you are actually going to buy it. The part that Tristan was mentioning, you mentioned about a day one remortgage. I'm not sure how you are structuring this deal, but an exchange with delayed completion gives you the flexibility to complete. You're delaying that completion because the name is in the title. You're delaying that completion. You're not completing straight away. So I'm not sure why you'd want to do a day one remortgage straight away if you're doing the exchange with delayed completion. But let me know in the comments, Tristan, on that, and I'll come back to you on that if I can. So for next week, if you guys have got more questions, any more content you want me to film for Whiteboard Wednesday, drop them in the comments below. Real short video today. I've got a lot of deals we're working on. So have a great week, and I'll speak to you all next week.